All right, you might have caught him at the improv when he got to his lucky draw that day. Give it up for Terry Boo!
Thanks, True. Thanks, everyone. Usually I bomb at the improv, so that was what was even luckier. I didn't bomb this time, but thanks everybody for being here. I'm a big fan of Philly as well. I think that's where Boyz II Men is from, right? Yeah, I grew up listening to Boyz II Men. I actually grew up in Connecticut, just like True. So I actually grew up listening to a lot of like John Mayer, Jason Mraz, Evanescence, and then I started listening to Boyz II Men. So I'm actually a very angsty teenage white girl inside, despite my Asian appearance. Yeah, I'm actually an East Coast transplant as well. I spent about 10 years living in Queens, New York. But, you know, I don't really like talking about New York in front of all of you here in LA because you know, I never made it there. I never made it big in New York. You know, in New York, they like to say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. What they don't tell you is if you can't make it there, you gotta move. You gotta move. Gotta move. That's why I moved to LA. I love LA now. I love being here with you. Hi everyone. My name is Terry Boo. Last name is Boo. B-U. It makes me immune against negative audience feedback. Yep. If anybody in the audience goes boo, I'm just like, hey, I love you too, baby. That guy knows my name. I must be doing pretty good. When I have a son, I'm gonna name him Bam Bamboo. Oh, that's thanks, Mick. Took me 4 years to write that joke. 4 years. Thanks, Dad. When I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Bippity Boppity. Bippity Boppity Boo. That's for the Disney fans. I grew up without a father, grew up without a dad. When my friends were growing up, they were always playing catch with their fathers. I just played throw. Pick it up and cry. Cry was my favorite game. Yeah, my dad, he's not dead or anything. He just had mental health issues. He was one of those paranoid schizophrenic. So he kept telling me that there are like terrorists chasing after him. It was kind of like that movie A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe, except my dad knew nothing about economics. My dad was just a really dumb Russell Crowe. I'm a social vegetarian and a recreational vegan. In social situations, I tell people that I'm vegetarian. But when I'm by myself, I eat whatever I want. Recreational vegan. When I'm bored, I tell people that I'm vegan. But when I'm by myself, I eat whatever. Basically, a better term to describe my diet would be a liar. I just eat whatever I want. I was eating a lot of cheese earlier. I'm a little bit sleepy right now.
Yeah.
I got super swiped on Bumble recently. That's when somebody pays to super swipe you on the dating app. She messaged me right away. She was like, hey, Terry, nice to meet you. Why don't you click on this link below at www.livegirls.com. Yeah, it was a spam robot, everyone. It was a fake robot that super swiped me. So my dating life is not going very well. I was on a date recently. The girl asked me what my job was. I'm not sure how you all deal with that situation, but I told her that I do stand-up comedy. And she was like, oh, wow, you're a stand-up comedian. I was like, well, yeah. And then she looked at my website and she's like, "Oh, Terry, I'm looking at your website, but I don't see a schedule. Where is your schedule?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what's a schedule?" And she's like, "Oh, well, Matt Rife, he's going to Seattle next week, Cincinnati this week. Where's your schedule?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm in LA this week. I'm in LA next week." I'm just in LA. I'm the most reliable comic you've ever seen. Yeah, I don't get booked at all. Or, you know, a lot of stand-up comedians describe this process as being therapeutic, being on stage with a microphone. I agree, it's therapeutic until you start bombing. And then it's highly untherapeutic. It's pretty traumatic. It's kind of like having a bipolar therapist who can turn on you at any second. So, because when you're doing well, everybody's like, we love this. Keep doing what you're doing. Once you start telling about 3 unfunny jokes in a row, everybody's like, hey, go kill yourself. Nobody likes you. So you come up here a normal person and you leave here a Korean war veteran with lots of PTSD. I'm going to leave you to the last joke. You'll have been great. Apparently a ginger is antiviral, everyone. Ginger. So, yep. If you want to blow up on social media, you might want to avoid ginger. All right, that didn't work. Thanks so much.